Right, hello everyone, it's Dave M6MOF going to call my friend Caine M6MOF on 10 metres on 28.300 megahertz, see if he's about. M6MOF, this is Mike 0 Oscar Golf Yankee, are you about?
Yeah, Roger, Mike 0 Oscar Golf Yankee M6MOF portable listening, Roger, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mike 6 MOF/P M0OGY. Yeah, got you there nice and strong. I'm actually filming you at the moment, so yeah, still on the President Washington.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, it's coming through clear up here, crystal clear up here at S9. And the audio sounded good, mate. It sounds sounding good. It sounds like you've had a fair few contacts on it. It's working all right. So I hope the audio is all right on this. This is an 857, but I think it needs a bit of a tune up here and there. But it still keeps working.
Yeah, QSL Caine. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 also. Good solid 5 and 9. Yeah, I've been doing okay this last week on 10 metres. Worked a few. Got a star from the 1980s yesterday. I guess you saw the video, did you?
No, I didn't actually. I saw another one who was on 10 metres. I haven't seen that. I don't know what time he posted it. It might have been after I'd gone to bed, because I was up early this morning. So I didn't see that one, but I saw the previous one.
Okay, mate. Yeah, yeah. It was a chap called DJ Spen. He had an hit in 1986. So it's quite a famous DJ from Holland. I just looked him up on QRZ.com and sussed out who he was afterwards. So yeah, worked a good few on 10. You know, some DX. Well, not a real far DX, but into Italy and all over Europe. So yeah, it seems to be working well.
Yeah, it certainly sounds well on here. I'm only using the internal speaker on this, so it's not the greatest thing. It's not as good as the speaker I've got at home. So once you sign off or something, I'll get a clip of you on here, and you can have a listen to it. I'll send you it like I did the other video, and you can just see what it sounds like up here. But I'll get it sort of towards the end of the QSO, then I can get your call signed in a few bits and bobs.
Yeah, okay, M0OGY for ID. Yeah, you're 5 and 9. I know I think you said you was up at Elsham top. And what's that antenna you're running? A Stereo 5000, one of the red versions. I saw the photograph. It looks quite striking on top of the car.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, I got it from Campsites. It's the Stereo 5000. I've still got it 4000 actually, but I don't know. Last time I used it in there, I was getting a little bit of RF, and there seemed to be a problem. So I thought, everything's been on here for years. You know, the old mag mount and everything. So I just bought the whole lot and rigged it all up. But the SWR, and that's absolutely fantastic on it. So no problem all the way through. I just tested it down on 11 and whatever, and down on mid-band and around that area, and it seemed to work alright. It's fine, so there's no tuner or nothing, but yeah, it's cost me a little bit of money, but you get what you pay for it. It seems good quality as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've had the 5000, just the standard grey one. I think I reviewed it, must be at least 10 years ago, maybe even 12. Time passes me by. It's crazy, isn't it, how things move on. But yeah, I used to use one on the the Punto van I used to have, and had some really good results. I used to swap it between that and a Stereo, was it a Stereo or a Diamond, I can't remember, a 2 metre antenna, 2 metre and 70 centimetres, and I used to just swap them over with an antenna switch to various radios. So yeah, I like that antenna. I forgot what they're called. They're called there's a white one, isn't there, and a red one. They're the sort of newer versions of it. So, but yeah, I really rate that antenna. I used to use mine on the big heavier, Stereo mag mount, and I never had any issues with it. It was on there for quite a lot of years around to you. This is Mike 0 Oscar Golf Yankee, returning to M6MOF/portable over.
Yeah, GRI M6MOF stroke portable, yeah, well, I think I was due a new area light. I'd got this Stereo 4000, I've had it for, well, I don't know, since the early 2000s anyway, and the antenna was all bent and that anyway, so it's time to treat myself. So yeah, so I'm running the 5000 on that small back mount. Obviously I'm not driving around with it on, so I didn't need anything bigger. And I've got this old 857, it's not a Delta version either, so it's over 20 years old. And I'm using a LiFePro for iron phosphate battery. I don't use the car battery. I made the mistake of flattening the battery one time up at Nelson, and I looked at it daft running down the road trying to bump my car off anyway, but managed to get it going thankfully because I was on a bit of a slope. But yeah, I've just bought this. This is a new one, a 30 amp LiFePro battery. It's on offer on Amazon, 85 quid. So, but they're fantastic. They last ages, like so. Yeah, they're so much better than a normal battery day, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I remember, God, Nettleton, that's another thing. When we used to go up there, Nettleton top near Caister, which when we first started going up there, all us lot, it was about 15 years ago, wasn't it? Well, even before that, but it was sort of 15 years ago. Yeah, I remember being up there with you and various people and batteries getting low, and you know, I remember once, can you remember when there was Nigel with us? Oh, that was about 2009, I think. We took a little Honda generator. That was a good thing, but again, they're not cheap, are they?
No, that's a good thing nowadays. You don't really need a generator, you know. So, I mean, if you're not running loads of power. I mean, this battery is, yeah, so it's quite small. It's not, to say it's 30 amp light, so whether it'll do for hold 30, you know, give out 30 amp, sorry. But obviously I'm not doing vast amounts of power anyway, so I just wanted something that lasted long, you know, a long time. So take a bit to charge, because I've only got like a 5 amp charger out max. It needs like a special charger for it, like really, for it to charge quicker. But yeah, so yeah, I just invested in a few new things, and obviously the weather's not too bad. It's a little bit windy up here, but it's not too warm. That's a good thing sitting in the car, so I'm not getting too warm. So yeah, so it's hard having to go to work and have a trip out. The skip was really up earlier on, but it's just dropped down a little bit now.
Yeah, okay. You were saying it was pretty busy, didn't you, on mid-band, on the CB band. Yeah, it's been wide open. I mean, this radio, it's obviously works on 10 and 12 metres. There is a mod to open it up for 11, but obviously it's not legal technically for on there, and it does do about 80 or 90 watts, so it's doing okay. I'm running it with a microset, trying to see what it is, FT135. It's a 35 amp microset PSU, and they're a damn good brand, you know, they're an Italian brand, and you know, quite high quality. I think to buy this PSU I'm running, I think they're about £300 new. I bought it second hand. I got it off a guy who was selling it for silent key, and it hadn't been used. It was all boxed, and you know, I did okay. I didn't pay a lot for it. The only thing is this President radio, it shows the voltage on it, and it should be 13.8 or 2 volts, and I think it's giving out about 12.9, and it's obviously fluctuating up and down on voltage because it's pumping out about 90 watts on transmit. So yeah, the other thing on this radio, there is going to be a pair of optional fans that plug in the back of the circuit board, and you screw them on the heatsink. So I'm hopefully going to get a pair of them and try that. But you know, over these tests for the last week or so, I've been hammering it, and it doesn't get that hot really on full power. You know, it's not, you know, that hot to touch on the casings, so you know, it's not a necessity, so I'm off to try it anyway.
Yeah, M6MOF portable, that's not so bad then, yeah. I mean, if you get hold of the fans and give it a go, but I suppose it's not so bad on SSB, is it? If I take it if you was using it high power, well, I don't know what it does on FM. I'd see, I think you did mention it was 80 or something on SSB. I don't know what the power is on FM, but I guess if you were using it on FM on full power, it'd certainly get hot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, SSP, it's up and down, isn't it? So it's not continuous. I did do a test into my power meter, and I've got a 1.5 kilowatt decent dummy load, an American one, and Vectronics it is. And I bought it about a year or two back, and I've never used it, so I thought I'd try it into that. And it's a little bit on 12 meters. It's doing on FM around 65 watts. 65 watts on down on on 12 on 24 megs, and it's doing about 60, just 60 and a bit, I think, on 10 meters. Again, I guess it's doing something similar on, if it's converted to 11 meters and UK FM, because it actually has UK FM on board once it's modded, so it's got the 40 UK FM channels on it.
Yeah, so it's the other way though, isn't it, now? You have to do the wire, you have to switch it over or something, or put a wire in, don't you? I presume that's to make it so it's legal for tenning it, so people are not fiddling about it, just swapping jumpers over or whatever. But it certainly looks alright. The only thing I saw, it seems that the S meter seems to stick on a certain area. I've seen that on the other radios. I think it sticks sort of like on an S5, but I don't know if that's just a bug on the radio or whatever. But maybe it's not me. Maybe I couldn't see it properly. But I don't know. It just looked like it was just stuck on S5, or unless you've got some noise on. But the other videos I've seen are other similar radios. It seems to be the same on their videos, but not that it's an issue really. But I was watching your President Richard videos a couple of days ago. Just have a look at them, the sort of new CBs and that. They look alright. They're pretty smart.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now just as you start talking. It's about S3 to 4. It's about S4 of noise floor here. It is a bit high on these radios, I must admit. I mean, when I have the Yaesu FT840 on, which you maybe can look at in the video, it's underneath it. I've got a very late FT840, I love those. It does have pretty much signal 0 to 1 of noise, so these are a bit hot on the receive. Yeah, you can turn, people say, well, turn the RF gain down, but the thing is, what I find is then it'll just bring your signal down, so you're attenuating everything, not just the noise. And another guy said on a video yesterday, well, no, on Facebook he put something, he put this, he says, oh well, it's not a particularly brilliant radio, it's because he's got a good antenna. And I thought, well, what do you want me to do, mate? Put it on a DV27 on a biscuit tin? The main thing on any radio station, as you well know, is the antenna and the coax. I've got a Vortex Q82 on a mast, but the thing is, why would you not have it on a good antenna? Back to you.
Yeah, that's the thing in it as well. The other main thing is you rely on sort of the propagation, aren't you? I don't care how big your antenna is or whatever power. When it's been down, it's down, but it has been down last week. People have just been, you come out today and you can hear people all over, but when it's just dead, there's nobody on it. So as soon as it picks up, but you still rely on that. You have to admit, maybe for local stuff or whatever, yeah, but you still got to rely on the propagation, aren't you, really?
Oh, definitely, yeah, propagation. You could, I've got that 4-element big delta loop for 11, and however good that is, and however much power you put through it, if there's no propagation, you're not have to get that far, are you? It's all to do with propagation, height, as they say, height is might, and the antenna. Power's all well and good. I'll show you. I could actually run it on 10 meters legally on a kilowatt. I'm showing you. I've got a linear amp is it an Explorer 1200 there, so legally, not that it'd be too easy to run it on this, because you've got a you need like a switch, you know, like out the FT840, you need a switch to switch it. It's not RF sensing like some of the, you know, cheaper CB amps. But again, there's no need for it. I'm happy. I can work the world on, you know, I've got that big amp. I've got one in the house as well, on the Pro 3. And to be fair, I've got them and they're nice to have, and I can legally run them. But you don't really need to, do you, if you've got a good antenna?
That's the thing. I mean, you've probably, you know, you've got a bit more space than me. I'm limited with space at home, so I just make do with what I've got. But you know, I'm not chasing to talk to the moon and back like. I'm not that bothered. But today, I've heard the stations like down in Cornwall and that. You know, I like working the short skip, to be fair. So, especially on FM, and I listen on Channel 19 and. In fact, stations in Sweden and that try to call people, so you know, the FM skipping that I think is as good as out, you know.
Oh, I love it. I think that's, you know, I mean, I've been videoing 10 metre sort of short DX on this radio, but I prefer, you know, working on UK FM on the CB band, and there's been lots of videos the last couple of weeks with a short skip, you know, running from, you know, up here down to Cornwall and, you know, Isle of Wight, and I love to hear that. And you know, I've done a lot of videos like your good self over the last 10 years working short skip and people down in Cornwall and Dorset and everything, and you know, that's what it's all about. And you don't, you know, on FM obviously the skip's up, you know, the propagation's up and down, and you know, you only need radio power 4 watts. When it's open, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you don't need low power. You know, to do it on 1 watt. I know I've got an 817, and sometimes even just using that Sigma if it's been really good. I think I did say the other day to you, I was down on 12 metres and I just put a call out 5 watts on the 817 and someone come back to me like, so, you know, again, that's due to really good conditions, you know, so, I mean, that's only 5 watts, but you get a 7, 5 and 7, you can't grumble.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you put it up to 100 watts, you'd maybe get a 5 and 8, and you put it up to 1,000 watts, and you'd maybe get a 5 and 9. You know, it's not. People think power's everything, and it really isn't. You know, you need a hell of a lot more power to go up one less point. So, and yeah, it's all to do with propagation. Anyway, I'll just stop filming, and I'll come straight back to you, mate. If you want to, you know, get a clip on your phone or whatever. So I'll let you get hold of that. So this is Mike 0 Oscar Golf Yankee with M6MOF/portable.
Yeah, alright Dave, yeah, no problem. I'll try the video out. It's going to be take a while to upload that one probably. But no worries, I'll say when we finish, I'll get my phone out or whatever, and I'll just get a few seconds, 30 seconds or so, if you just give us whatever, and I'll send you a clip of it.
Yeah, okay mate, I'll just stop filming now. So that was a bit of a rag chew with my friend Caine up on the hills behind us there. He's not that far away, he's maybe, I'm trying to think, Elsham, maybe about 10 or 12 miles away. He sat up in his car. Oh, he enjoyed that one, and yeah, the Washington's doing well. It's been run, you know, pretty flat out for the last couple of weeks and no issues. So catch you on the next one. 7-3 from Dave. M0OGY 26 Alfa Tango 025. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.